Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. My name is Salora. I'm going to try and remember to repeat that as often as possible so that we're all on the same page. I know it's a change for some of you who are newer and were not around when I made the choice to shift onto a different timeline, but here we are. You'll get used to it. Okay, so today we're going to be tapping into, I feel like it's a very, I don't know, today's energy feels strange. By the way, before I move forward, I know some of you have seen my accessories changing, but honestly, I just keep getting a really strong push. And so I'm sharing this with you because maybe this is relevant for you as well. I've been getting a really strong push to protect my third eye, protect my crown. So I'm trying different elements to see which one feels the most comfortable for me. But if you feel the need to do so, by all means, do so. Okay? Let's see. So, we've got number 35. Voices, Magic, Raising Power. Along with number 18, I just feel like pulling one, so we're just going to do the one at the bottom and this one. Number 18, Clothe, Spinner of Fate, Destiny. Okay. So let's look into this. Number 18. Number 18 says, some things are beyond our control, but rather than rile against them, we must learn to accept the things destined for our learning and growth. The path is laid out before us, from beginning to perceived end, but it is not the same for everyone, and the goddess shapes it accordingly based on actions and choices springing from our free will as we navigated the interlaced web of life's crossroads. Okay. Now, let's do number 35. Aske kataske eron orion yorbega samnier bawi phobantia semne. These Ephesians letters were used in the Greek magical papyri in relations to two charms invoking Hecate. These ancient barbarous words invoke a sense of mystery and empowerment. They raise energy and shift the mind into a suitable place for action and effecting change. They represent a need to focus energies on a specific outcome. It is time to step things up. Okay, so apparently we are invoking the Dark Mother. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how this connects to today's collective. The World. 9 of Daggers. Uh-oh, that one flipped reverse. The Chariot reversed. Is someone not ready to show themselves to the world? The Star. I feel like somebody is meant to make a splash, and they're a little scared about making a splash. 8 of Cups. Let's see. Terror of Daggers, which is the Page of Swords. The 2 of Cups. This is why, the Hermit. Oh dear. And the Haunting of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay. I feel like someone here, 7 of Daggers, which is the 7 of Swords. Someone here is self-sabotaging a little bit. Yeah, Nightmare of Daggers, Massacre of Daggers, 5 of Daggers. We are self-sabotaging a little bit, are we? I think there's this fear about what happens when you get to a certain point. How is that going to play out? Like, is your safety going to be compromised? I also feel like someone here isn't just worried about their safety. There's safety. There's a lot of self-sabotage because with the Nightmare of Daggers, they feel like this is happening too fast. And yet, this is the King of Swords. They're ready. But look at this, 5 of Daggers. There's a lot of concern over how other people are going to be treating them. So I want us to be real when we think about things like this. Because whoever this is for, excuse me, there's this acknowledgement of, I know people might change the way that they treat me, but almost like they're scared of finding out who's going to change. Maybe they're afraid of finding out that their friends aren't as good friends as they think they are, or their family. You know, there's this fear of all the worst swords came out, the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords. These are there's a lot of really severe fears here. And so they're kind of pausing before they allow things to just take off. But I think the reason that it's talking about, number 1, 18 is destiny, right? I don't think this is something that can be slowed down. Even if this person thinks that they're slowing it down, I don't think they can. And 2, if you are struggling with fears like this, invoke the Dark Mother. Ask her for help in figuring out where that fear is coming from, in transmuting that fear into courage, into bravery. With the Hermit, I also think that a big fear is somebody here might be an introvert, or they're not really built, they don't feel like they're built to be in the public eye. So even if this doesn't have to be like global fame, for some of you it will be. But even if it's not, whatever type of notoriety this represents, or being well known, it's still making someone here really nervous. They don't feel like they're cut out for it. But it's the fear of change, really. That's what they're really struggling with, and they may not see it. Because with the 7 of Swords, they're so anxious that they're not really seeing their fear clearly. There's a fear of seeing who around them would try to use them. They don't want to know who would try to use them. There's a fear of their life falling apart. And also I'm hearing the higher you rise, the harder you fall. So someone here is afraid of rising too much because like they're already predicting failure. And then when they do fall, it'll be terrible. So yeah, let's look at this. I want to look at the major arcana. Let's look at the World card first of all. I love how the authors of these decks have different perspectives, right? So upright, the World represents completion, fulfillment. You did it. You survived and have made it to the end of the Fool's journey. Take a moment to catch your breath and rejuvenate. You are whole and complete and filled with priceless lessons. Whatever journey it is you've taken on, you will soon be celebrating its completion. See? You've reached the end of the journey. So like I said, with the Chariot reversed, it's like the Dark Mother's giving you take a minute. Take a minute to catch your breath. Almost like you ran. Think of it like you've been running and running and you finally reached, you're about to go onto a stage and you finally reached the stage and they're like, take a breath before you go up there and let everybody see you. That's what it feels like. And you're just like, hold on. Like, no, go ahead, take a breath. But we can't stop this. Like the stage is already set. People are waiting for you to step on. We can't stop the process, but you can take a break. Let's look at the Chariot reversed. Reversed, it's being lost, lack of drive. So this is actually interesting to me, the way the ashes are falling on it. The way that the Chariot is designed is perfectly suited for the analogy I have in mind, because it's like this change is making someone very uncomfortable. So I want you to think of it like this. I want you to think of it like we are, each phase of our lives is like a little bubble inside of this dark, murky water. Dark, like this level of dark. You can't see in front of you. You don't know where the other bubbles are, but Spirit is guiding you. The Dark Mother, that's why she's the Dark Mother. She rules that darkness. She knows where you're going, even if you don't, especially with destiny here. And she's like, take my hand. Don't worry. I got you. It's okay. And you've stepped out of one bubble, but you're very uncomfortable because you still can't see the other bubble. She's guiding you towards your next bubble, the next little phase of your life. Okay? So even if you feel really lost right now and like a little ungrounded, it'll be okay. Let's look at the star. Self-care, healing. The star is your reminder to tend to your earthly body and spirit. Only when you take care of yourself can you find fulfillment. You have survived great trauma and are stronger for it. Now it is time again to rest and recover. So that's 2 cards already that have mentioned rest. So this time in between bubbles, as lost as you may feel, the noise is also very calm. Ground yourself, meditate, eat good food, sleep well, get your body, like all that running you've been doing, it's time to take a break before the next phase, okay? Last one, the Hermit. So this one says contemplation, quiet again. The Hermit lives completely alone deep in the woods, focused on studies and growth. It may be time to leave the safety of your current social circles and take time to focus inwards. Instead of looking outwards at what is going on around you, find comfort in your own company. And the Hermit comes right before the Wheel of Fortune, which is the change, the shift. So let's get some clarity. Clarify the 7 of Daggers for me. I'm telling you, you're taking a breather, but things will move forward. Clarify 7 of Daggers. The Knight of Swords. What did I just say about feeling lost? And look at that. Wearing a blindfold and everything. 10 of Wands. Clarify 7 of Swords. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so I want to point out the fact that, ooh, look at this. Overall energy, the Tower. You can feel the shift. You know, you can feel it. Energetically, you can feel it. I want to point out that you guys need to start being more aware of yourself, whatever it is that's troubling you, and working on affirmations to help deal with that. So, for example, if one of your fears is of leaving your current social circle or your current environment, you need to create an affirmation concerning that. But I want you to find the real cause, because for each person, it's going to be slightly different. Like, let's say it's a single mom, and where they're at now, they have people to babysit their children. And if they move, and maybe they're being pulled to move somewhere, they wouldn't have anybody to babysit their children. So the proper affirmation would be something along the lines of, wherever I go, I will be supported. Wherever I go, I will have help. Wherever I go, it's because I'm destined to be there, and things will align for me naturally, organically. Things like that. Like, I can't predict for everybody unless, I'm doing a personal reading. But unless we're doing that, I won't know what challenge you specifically are facing. So sometimes I don't say which affirmations to say because it depends on you, which challenge you're facing. And you have to create affirmations to soothe your subconscious, to soothe the ego part that's worried about survival. So remember I said Knight of Swords. Someone here is afraid that things are going too quick. But in reality, they're just scared because they feel blindfolded. They feel like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I'm going. Page of Cups, they may also be entering some sort of new world. Because a Page of Cups, one of the things about why they're shy is because they feel inexperienced. So wherever it is that you're about to go, you may feel like you are the baby in the group. But the wonderful thing about the Page of Cups that we have to keep in mind is that although they may be the babies of the group, it also means that they bring a fresh perspective that the others have not thought about. So wherever it is you're going, it's going to happen suddenly, which is why they're saying almost like, I've been mentioning this before, but I don't know if you remember. Think of it like you're seated on a slingshot. Okay, a giant slingshot. You're seated on a giant slingshot. And this whole time, you've been pulled back, and now you're steady. It stopped pulling back. At any moment, it'll be released and you shoot forward. So it will happen suddenly, which is why they're saying right now, what we need you to do is ground yourself, feed yourself, rest, recuperate, ground, meditate, because it'll come suddenly. It's going to hit out of nowhere. And wherever you're going, it'll feel like a whole new world to you. You'll feel a little out of your element, but you'll be fine. Remember, this is destiny. You're stepping into the next level of this video game you're in. Clarify the world. Nine of Wands. The Moon and the Sun. Okay. Overall energy, in case we needed further encouragement to rest, Four of Swords, which shows this little fella resting against a tree, which is again very grounding. Go hug a tree. So with the Sun, Moon, and the Nine of Wands, I feel like this journey you've been on has been very much connected to balancing out masculine and feminine energies within yourself. And whoever resonates with this, you've been doing a pretty bang up job. You've been doing pretty great. To the point where now your boundaries are crystal clear. You know where to distribute your energy. And that didn't come easily. That came after a lot of trial and error. That came after a lot of experiences and loss. And Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? So you're ready. You're like, look, I'm a little banged up. I'm a little bandaged, but I won. And I'm ready for the next round. Clarify Nine of Swords. This is the Four of Wands. Clarify Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. And the Fool. With the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is great. This is great because this Four of Wands is a little different than most. You see the image it has? And I'm not trying to be nasty or anything, but it always makes me think of the way the poles are set up. Makes me think of legs, like a woman spreading herself open, because the Dark Mother is our creator, right? So think of her like she's birthing us. We are at the canal. About to be birthed into, that was a fake laugh. I don't know why I laughed like that. Anyways, we are about to be birthed into a new world. So all this anxiety is because it's birthing pains. It's basically what it is. It's birthing pains. But with the Ten of Swords, it's almost over. It's almost over, and our little baby ass is about to be swaddled in a whole new environment. But with the Eight of Wands, you will be getting signs. You will be getting omens, things showing you a shift is happening, change is coming. It's about whether you're ready to receive it or not. Clarify the Chariot reversed. Clarify the Chariot reversed. Temperance. Page of Swords. Eight of Swords. With the King of Pentacles as the overall energy. So, I'm reading this more as you feeling King of Pentacles a lot more stable. Sorry. See, I've been resting because, yes, I have felt very tired. But you are King of Pentacles, like you're feeling a lot more stable, a lot more things are settling down for you. I would say, because Temperance is here, I would also say to remember that even when you feel a little lost, when you feel like you're losing your drive, this is why it's important we have a schedule. This is why it's important we create good habits, because then even if your energy is flagging, you will still go through the motions that you need to go through to not lose your momentum. Because I do feel like you're curious. You're curious about what's coming. This Eight of Swords is different than normal Eight of Swords because this is the Eight of Swords of being set free. So you can feel that you're being set free from where you currently are. And with the Page of Swords, you're curious about what's coming next, but that Eight of Swords and the Page is the Nine of Swords. There's also this anxiety about what the next thing coming is. What happens next? To clarify the star. And because the King of Pentacles came out, I think for some of you, you're also a lot more stable financially than you were. Death card, the Lovers. Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, because we are here the King and now we have the Queen, you may have walked away from a specific person. Maybe somebody that was a long-term partner. And that itself was pretty difficult for you. But remember, we're looking at the Star card, and that card said it was traumatic. Now, keep in mind, I want to mention the fact that what's traumatic to one person could be totally fine for another. Like me and one of my exes went through a situation where we were so resolved to step into our path, to follow our journey. And it was my idea. Okay, just so you know, I'm at fault there. I pressured this person to join me on this journey. And we were literally living out of my truck. And to that person, that was traumatic. Whereas to me, even though I was under pressure and I wasn't enjoying it, obviously nobody enjoys living out of their car, but I also felt this sense of adventure. Like I was growing. I was learning a lot about myself. It did get me aligned. Whereas to that person, that was one of the worst times of their life. So it wasn't traumatic to me, but I felt like that person being with me was traumatic for them because we were on different paths. So that's what I mean when I say you can just be doing things that for you aren't that big of a deal, and for someone else, it's devastating. We're just different people, right? So that could be happening here, because I don't want whichever one you are, the King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles, to be sitting here thinking, oh my God, it's horrible that I traumatized somebody. Sometimes we don't mean to, but we do, right? But either way, you and this person, I believe, have come out a lot stronger on the other side. Now with the Lovers here, I think that whatever situation you were getting over, I do think there's someone new, because I did see the King and Queen of Pentacles, and we do have the Sun and the Moon present. So This could be a new love interest coming in. They may also have been getting over their own pain, their own situation. If it's not a lover, it can also be like a business partner, because it is King and Queen of Pentacles. So that could be more 3D oriented, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, especially if you're already in a relationship or you're not interested in a relationship. This could be a business partnership. Clarify 8 of Cups. But even business partnerships require trust. They require openness, right? So if both of you were not in a good energy of receiving or trusting someone else, that would have still been a blockage before. Clarify 8 of Cups, and now it's not. Clarify 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups, clarified by the 8 of Cups, really. Carol's like, I said what I said, bitch. Followed by 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Okay, so this could very well be a business partnership. We also have Queen of Swords at the bottom. This could very well be a business partnership. But because the 8 of Cups showed up twice, again, I feel like it's you and another person, or maybe it's another company, you know, but there's a joining of hands. There's a 3 of Pentacles is creating a strong foundation here. Could be multiple people, because 3 of Pentacles also indicates teamwork. But with the 8 of Wands, it's happening fast. It's coming together. And remember, it's destiny. It's people's threads of destiny joining at a certain pivotal point. Clarify Terror of Daggers. I don't know why I feel like I should read that one. Okay. Clarify Terror of Daggers. It indicates curiosity. It says the Terror of Daggers is bursting at the seams with new ideas, with journals full of fresh thoughts and big ambitions. The thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. You currently have no plan for execution, but ambition and curiosity are sufficient to drive this force. Okay. So this is having some really great ideas. So it's like Spirit is bringing you together with the people who can help you execute these ideas, who can help you bring them into reality. Clarify Terror of Daggers. Let's see. Yeah. We've got an Emperor, King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I think that's my dad. Ooh. With the Devil. You want to be careful. You want to be careful. I don't see anything particularly negative, but with the Devil here, possibly could lead to codependency, as in, especially because this person is showing up King of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Emperor. This is someone who's very powerful. 10 of Pentacles, they may be very wealthy as well, or at least they are quite stable. Don't let it turn into this thing where you forget to think for yourself. You are bringing a lot of fresh ideas, fresh, possibly inventions, depending on what field you're in. And I think that this could be like a sponsor for some of you. This could be like a mentor. This could be a new boss. But don't let it turn into, because remember, the overall energy is the Devil. Don't let it turn into you just handing it over and letting them take control, and then you just stop thinking and stop being a part of it. Because with the Dark Mother here, these ideas come from her. Don't just give them over because you're like, oh, well, I guess my part's done. No, you're taking a break. The next leg of your journey is here. Clarify 2 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. flipped over and then okay, Two of Cups. Followed by the Queen of Wands. I think the reason the Devil showed up is because since we have the Dark Mother very present right now, and this Two of Pentacles, look at that. There's to me, this represents the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. It's like she's saying to not step into this energy of like, oh, the Emperor will take care of everything, because that would defeat, Five of Swords, that would defeat the whole purpose of what you've been working on. You have to show up as the Queen of Wands. You have to show up as powerful, as sure of yourself, remembering that this person has the honor of working with the Dark Mother. It's not about them being the savior. Don't step into that energy. That would weaken whatever it is that you're creating that was given to you by the Dark Mother. Clarify the Hermit. Okay. The Empress. The Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Again, we've got the Devil. I'm not sure what the deal is, because it's not coming out on the actual reading, but it's like the energy's there. It's just peeking behind the corners. The fact that the Knight of Wands is here, it could be that this person is coming in. Maybe there's a lot of attraction between you and this person, and they're saying, don't cross that line. You'll have to, it's going to be case by case, because it's not really being clear about what the Devil is. But there is the warning here. You have to remember what the Devil represents. The Devil represents codependency. It represents being driven by our primal desires, ignoring whatever consequences they may lead us to. But by that, I mean, it's not just lust. It could also represent greed. It could represent being controlling. It could represent being driven by fear. So whatever that represents for you, maybe this is a wonderful connection and you're terrified that things won't work out. So that could mean several things. Let's see. Clarify the Queen. Well, let's read that one. The Haunting of Cups. Let's read it. It says, warmth, comfort. The Haunting of Cups is the heart of the cards. It is empathetic, soft, and balanced. It nurtures others, but not at the cost of its own well-being. Always make space for your own joy and the joy of those around you. Use your strong intuition to provide just the right comfort to those you love. Yeah, like I said, don't let this go to codependency. Don't let this go to obsession, to Ace of Swords, to forgetting your purpose, to forgetting why this union was given to you. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. With the Tower. So Nine of Pentacles, again, reminds you to remain independent. Remain self-sufficient. So even if this is a partnership, even if you delegate things, even if you let people help you, don't become dependent. Like when you delegate things, it should be because you are doing something of more importance, not because you just don't want to do it and you're just making other people do the work you don't want to do. It's okay to rest, but don't rest too much. Four of Swords, yes, rest, but Four and the Ace of Swords, remember this is the Five. You don't want to let the rest go to the point where you are not fulfilling the role that you and the Dark Mother have agreed you will be fulfilling. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys. Interesting. I don't know exactly if this is going to be business partnership or love. Only you know, because it's going to resonate to each person according to what's going on in their lives. But don't forget why this is coming into your life. Don't forget the purpose you have, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to feedback as usual, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.